I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
On today's episode of 1 Minute Reactions, react to Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, episode 24, Rehabilitation Training. This episode gives us a better insight into Shinobu, the Hashira known as the Insect Pillar. Now, last we left off, Nezuko stayed strong. She did not succumb to her base desire, proving that she is not just an ordinary demon, and it seems she is safe, at least for now. Starting out today's episode, the Hashira meeting is over. Rengoku is seen leaving. It seems he has some kind of tip on a passable 12 demon moons, someone from the upper 6th. While he is sitting on his journey, it seems Shinobu is saying her farewells, wishing him good luck. Truly makes me wonder, are we going to get some other action, or are we just going to stay Tanjiro-centric? I'd love to see more of these Hashiras in action. Hopefully we get to see that coming up. Obviously not season 1, but you know, eventually. But like I said, we're Tanjiro-centric, and it seems that Tanjiro and Inosuke are at least well enough to participate in some training. Yes, after a nice little comedic interaction between Murata and Shinobu showing up, it seems it's time to go under some, you know, rehabilitation, time to get back into training. So hopefully not only are we getting cured, but we're also, you know, gaining some strength. And I gotta say, the preceding moments are definitely a nice pick-me-up. I know a common issue is that Zenitsu is annoying. He's not that annoying to me, so when he goes off on his rampages, I honestly enjoy them. They're just funny to me. After being left out of training early on, it's his time to go in there, and while they're explaining, you know, first station is you get to get manhandled, stretched by these 3 cute little girls. Absolutely adorable. Their character design with just the plain dots for eyes, fucking ridiculously adorable. Next station, you're literally playing a game of like cup in the face, I guess you would call it, with Kanao, who is the girl we met at the final selection, the Sugoka, the one directly being trained under Shinobu. Last but not least is a full body game attack. Now, when the boys came back from their first day of training, they were completely exhausted. So Zenitsu, obviously being Zenitsu, he was constantly in a state of fear, wondering what the hell's going on, what am I putting into? And upon seeing these 3 activities, he has a different expression of pure anger and rage at Inosuke and Tanjiro for making it seem like they've been through hell, but in fact, we're literally in heaven. Cause you know, Zenitsu is the ladies' man, or at least wants to be the ladies' man. So when you're getting manhandled by 3 cute girls at one station, being able to touch girls in the next 2, it's basically heaven for this little guy. And the next comedic, just that whole couple minutes of just Zenitsu berating Tanjiro and Inosuke, hitting Inosuke, literally grabbing Tanjiro's hair. That's fucking hilarious to me, honestly. It's peppering in comedy at just the right time. And I gotta say, with his motivations being women-centric and being able to interact with women, he seems OP. Being able to take advantage of all 3 stations without, you know, so much as a whimper, even Inosuke in his grumbly voice, which is, again, fucking hilarious. This guy has what it takes. Like, it's just, I can't do it, obviously, but it's just fucking, like, we've been so on edge since, you know, the series started when they introduced, you know, Zenitsu as the domineering crybaby and then Inosuke as the muscle-bound brawler. It's just, you know, they're just a nice way to balance out the series so it's not doom and gloom 24/7. But eventually, everyone stops at Kanao. She's just too overpowered, and eventually, Inosuke and Zenitsu basically give up. Like, I didn't see that coming. They're like, nah, screw this, we're done participating. Yet Tanjiro, you know, Tanjiro is the hard worker. So he sticks with it, trying to train, trying to go what's on. And the pivotal characters in this episode were actually the 3 little girls. They not only saw that he was working hard and, you know, were inspired by him, they decided to, you know, drop hints left and right. You know, Tanjiro, can you do total concentration breathing 24/7 even while you sleep? And he's like, what the fuck? I can barely do it as is. Tanjiro, can you blow up this gourd just by blowing into it? I mean, they're literally giving him the keys to success without, you know, hey, by the way, you need to do this, you need to do that. He's letting him figure it out for himself. Meanwhile, Shinobu is watching him, basically taking like him under her wing. And besides the Zenitsu Comedy Fest, we get a look into her past. And again, it's one of those tragic tales where it seems that her sister, who I believe is a former Hashira, literally died in her arms. Yet her, I guess you would call it, her goal was to actually befriend demons. So it's interesting. Now I'm having flashbacks to Mount Netagumo and, her asking the spider demon girl, can we be friends? Do you want to be? I mean, we see that it has impacted her greatly. And I gotta say, the best part before even the conversation, the flashback, is when Tanjiro asked her if she was angry. And the first expression, besides, that kind of fake smile she puts on, that shock of someone actually guessing what emotion is currently going through her, I thought that was amazing. But it's kind of weird. She's talking very weird, and I have a very, very bad theory of what's going to happen. I don't know, but she's talking about like, I'm leaving you this mission, I'm leaving you this task. I don't know if she's going to go off and fucking die somewhere or some shit. I mean, this is a heavy fucking series, so it wouldn't be surprised if they kill off a main character, but at this point, she's talking like she's going to die or go kill herself. Like, I can leave everything up to you. You and Nezuko protect her to the very end, take on this task. It's very suicidal talk, so I don't know what the hell is going through her head, and then she just teleports out of there. And Tanjiro is left with this reflection of self, remotivating himself to get stronger. Like I said, I absolutely loved today's episode. It was a nice uplifting moment at the very beginning with Zenitsu and Inosuke, and we just had this overall comedic moment compared to, last week's will she, won't she fucking bite Senemi. So I liked it. And then it kind of went down again emotionally, giving us the backstory into Shinobu. But then again, we got the upbeat, training montage of Tanjiro, who is giving it literally everything he has while the other two have given up. So hopefully, going forward with only 2 episodes left, I don't know how deep we're going to get into it. We still have to deal with the fact that Tanjiro has 2 breathing styles. I don't know if they're ever going to touch on that before we leave. That is super curious to me. Also, I'm curious, is Rengoku flame? Does that has anything to do with Tanjiro's Hinokami Kagura? The dance of the fire god? Like, there's so many things I want to know, but yet, we only have 2 more episodes. Not only that, I want to see the other 2 get into it, because we know Zenitsu and Inosuke are going to play pivotal roles coming up, so they gotta buckle down and get to training. And honestly, those 3 little girls, the one with the little dot eyes, yeah, don't kill them off. That's going too fucking far. Anyways, with all that being said, and just 2 episodes left in the series, I am super excited how it's going to end. So with that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.